guy's gonna regret ever messing with us.
He's counting on me to lose my composure. Don't let that happen. Get out of here alive.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Team Mario!
Yeah!
Start!
To say that Batman Arkham Origins is not the buggiest game in the Arkham series would be a bigger lie than... well, just gonna... Okay, alright. Would be a bigger lie than the PT Barn. However, with this aside, it stands up well to its Rocksteady counterparts through its solid story and gameplay mechanics, which are referenced and put on display by Rocksteady themselves in their last installment. However, this doesn't seem to be the case with many other fans of the franchise, with many seeing this game as something separate from Rocksteady's Arkham universe, resembling similarities, however still taking place in a parallel timeline. Nonetheless, some fans just disliked the game on launch due to its immense amount of bugs which tormented playthroughs during the main campaign. Other issues within the community surrounding Origins were timeline complications, with some questioning how it fits in the already established lore. However, the main issue fans had with Origins was its inexcusable likeness to Arkham City, which I'll get back to in a moment.
But first, let's dive in to why you should buy this game 8 years later. Number 1, the price. Holy shit, is it cheap, especially for an 8-year-old game.
Okay, I can't hang on. At the moment on Steam it's currently $28. Not too shabby at all. But hold your horses because it gets shabbier. During Steam sales, it's normally around $7. And to quote the lady herself,
if it cost $20
to game,
$20 is quite a bit of money. But
the game
is $5. At maximum, in whatever your currency is, it's maybe $10. And it doesn't matter how broke you are, if you have time
to game,
you have $10, truly.
Number dos. The graphics. Holy crap, the graphics are a fucking nice thing to look at, especially considering it came out in 2013. Wait, hold up. Okay, so maybe 2013 was a good year for games. However, I mean, look at these particle effects. Look, you leave footprints in the snow. The Walking Dead was shit. We can get around that, boys, can't we?
I think they've come a long way. I'd rather see that on television about zombies and stuff like that than see shit like Honey Boo Boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be the only one that feels this way.
Damn right, Red Bread, you dumb. No more Honey Boo Boo. This shit better than Honey Boo Boo, okay? That's all it's got running for it. Oh. This game is better than Honey Boo Boo on the front cover. Oh my god, that's funny. Let's be real, boys. As good as this game looks, it just can't compete with Arkham Knight. I mean, just look at this. Number 3, the story. Now, boys, this is what I wanted to talk about. This is the main chunk of the video. The point which I've been looking forward to the most about discussing. However, I won't go into too much detail because I feel like I'll just be rambling and it'll be pretty boring. But anyway. So the story comprises of, I'd say, 3 key stages. Number 1, the beginning. You're chucked into the shoes of a younger Bruce Wayne who's only been Batman for around 2 years. So Batman's pretty much just a rumor, a whisper in the shadows. So to my surprise, he openly flies a jet across Gotham City and smacks himself in the middle of a prison riot. What? Turn up. That's not a critique. This is not a critique. This is not a critique. Don't think about it. Preceding the intro, you are thrown into the plot, whereby you're introduced to all the assassins who are after the bounty on your head, a whopping $50 million. To whom has all this money and will pay plentiful assassins to kill said Batman? Well, thank you, viewer, for asking that question. It is, of course, Black Mask. Yay! So, stage 1. Take down Black Mask, and therefore the assassins. No Black Mask, no bounty. And in doing so, you save lives. I guess everyone's indoors, but you know, like, just don't think about it. Just don't think too much about it. Which brings you to stage 2, the turning point in the story. This is where you find out that Black Mask isn't the puppeteer pulling the strings, and it's someone named Joker. While on this crusade, you take many steps to discover more information on him, resulting in plentiful broken bones at the GCPD and a confrontation with Copperhead. Not to forget the infamous introduction of the Clown Prince of Crime himself. Which brings us to the third and final stage of the story. Stage 3 brings everything to a closure. All story arcs between Bane and Batman, Batman and Joker, Bruce and Alfred, ultimately climax with character growth. Bruce learns to accept help, advice from a friend, from a partner, opening up the doors to a partnership not only between Bruce and Alfred, but eventually one with James Gordon. As for the main antagonist, their arc concludes with a punch. Batman Arkham Origins has always been unfairly looked down upon, with many perceiving the title as an uninspired cash grab residing squarely in their shadows. With only in recent years, communities online have brought a positive light onto WB Montreal's game. When it comes down to the basics, WB Montreal had immense respect and gratitude towards Rocksteady and their sandbox, wanting only to honour their games by creating an experience that doesn't spit on the legacy of what Rocksteady created. They strived close to the formula in hopes to create a familiar experience which glorifies the previous installments, while also expanding on the Batman lore, giving fans a fantastic Batman story.
And what's most important is that fantastic new story, which I wish I could tell you more about, but I'm kind of limited because I don't want to ruin it for you guys. You won't find bigger fans of those games than the people on our team. We respect the hell out of those games and what that team in particular did with them. So our challenge was always to develop features, to make a story, to make characters and encounters that are worthy of joining those other games on the shelf. And that's what the quality bar we've held ourselves to.
Oh shit, fuck, I forgot to talk about that one point that I said I'd get back to later. Wow, well, just to quickly summarize, I mean, Origins reused animations, gadgets, fighting mechanics, hacking mechanics, AR challenges, collectible mechanic, minus the riddles. The Mad Hatter drew similarities from Scarecrow's missions within Arkham Asylum, and most notably, Origins reuses the same map. Does all this matter 8 years later? Well, no, it doesn't. Did it really matter 8 years ago? No, not really. Yes, WB Montreal did all of this. However, they built upon it and they added a couple new gadgets, renamed others. They added shock gloves and new enemies to change up the combat. They expanded upon the gameplay challenges from Arkham City. They expanded the map with another section of Gotham, while also increasing the size of the buildings and introducing the Batcave to players. They also rewarded you for obtaining all collectibles, and they rewarded you with upgrades when completing side missions. Oof. That's a lot of stuff, jeez. Although Origins shares many elements with Arkham City, it does just enough to be considered as its own title within the Arkham franchise. Thank you for watching. Now bye!